What's happening in the Mother Lode with Sarah. And as you can see, we're all dressed up for the holidays.
I know, it's crazy we are here.
It
and
is
then right
crazy.
after
New Year's.
Yep, we're looking at 2023.
2023, and we're going in slowly.
Yes. It doesn't feel like it, but yes.
Yeah, we want to creep into 2023 and not make any waves.
No. We want an easy year.
Easy year.
We will take an easy year.
Absolutely.
You saw a TikTok thing.
Oh, yeah. It was hysterical. It was, somebody had written 2023 on a little, just like a little note thing. And they poured salt around it to protect it. And they said, this is what we're doing on December 31st.
Yep.
Right?
So everybody get their salt out.
Everybody get the salt out. And
I still can't believe we're talking about 2023. We were doing some scheduling for the new year and we were writing out 2023. And it was crazy
feeling that. I think this year just went by so fast.
Super fast.
And there's a lot that's gone on this year. All over the Mother Lode, and lots of events that have happened, and annual events too, like the Celtic Fair and the actual, the Frog Jump, and then the Amador County Fair and the Mother Lode Fair, and just our normal events, which brought out record numbers this year.
Because everybody wants out and about?
Yes, absolutely. And then even the parades, we have the Murphy's Parade and the Angels Camp Parade from just the last week or so.
I think we lost some of our lives.
We lost our lives.
So don't mind those.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. But, we're just going to keep going.
Like, what's that noise?
Hey, what's that
I
noise?
hear the jingling.
It's the jingle bells. So, if you happen to miss those parades, go on over to our YouTube channel. And I did want to say before we got started is that if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. And I look at the analytics and I know there's 80% of you that are watching our YouTube channel who have not subscribed. So we are trying to get our numbers up so that we can just sort of extend our reach.
Yep.
So let other people know that they can see what's happening in our community. And if you like and subscribe our videos, then you can actually help us to reach more people.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. So, and also, obviously, you can see us on Channel 7.
Yeah, and you can always stay updated with what's happening in the Mother Lode.
Absolutely. So, this week, we're actually going to cover 2 weeks.
Yes, we are.
We're covering
December 23rd through January 5th. We figured we'd get both holidays in together because with the holidays coming up, there's just a little bit less events happening.
Yeah.
And then next week, we are actually filling up with some stuff that we're filming in the studio. So we kind of lost our spot for filming next week because we're getting super busy. So we figured we would just take care of it all today and keep that spirit of the holidays here
going, and there we go. So off we go.
So obviously Christmas is right here. And if you are not a chef and do not want to cook, you do have an option. With Verona 18, they're doing a Christmas take-home meals. And this will be Saturday, December 24th is when you pick it up. And you can do pre-orders now. And then you just pick it up by 2 p.m. on December 24th. And it's all just needs to be preheated. That's all you got to do is throw it in the oven and then walk away. So if you're interested in that, you can give them a call at 209-783-9518.
And this is in Copperopolis, right? Okay. And then there is also at Greenhorn Creek, and I don't have the page right in front of me, but I know that they are taking pre-orders for Christmas dinners as well, that you can go and you can pick them up and just call Camps at Greenhorn Creek. And I'm sure there's other restaurants as well that we have not come across that are doing the same thing.
Yep, and this was the Camps, right?
Yes.
So I just pulled it up. So so that will be Christmas Eve dinner, December 24th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And they have a lot of really good food going on.
Food, yeah.
But if you want to make a reservation, you can call 209-729-8181.
And then there is the very popular Christmas Day. Friends of Murphy's is hosting their annual free Christmas dinner. This is actually, like I said, on Saturday, December 25th. And for some reason, I kept thinking that Christmas was a Sunday this year.
It is a Sunday.
Oh, well, they wrote it wrong in here.
Like, it is a Sunday.
I'm looking at it and I'm going, I thought it was a Sunday. And
it is
obviously
Sunday, December
I am
25th.
correct, but of course the date is correct, right? It's always December 25th. So this is actually, this has become a tradition for a lot of families through actually not just Calaveras, but Tuolumne as well. And it is meant for the whole community. So if you don't feel like cooking, go on down there. If you just are on your own and want to experience a Christmas dinner with a lot of other people, of community, it is super popular, and they do take donations. And I do know that there are some people who have like second homes up here, and they go every single year to this event.
Because you meet all your friends and family for the holiday.
Absolutely.
And so it's something you can do at home, or do an event at home and then plan to go to that and have some fun.
Absolutely. And you can pick up meals and they will deliver to you as well if you're not able to get out. So you need to call 209-736-1415 to order. And if you actually go in, seating will begin at 1 and it ends at 3. And I just want to say, as most of you know by now, I love cookies. They have the absolutely best cookies I have ever tasted. So if you go for nothing but the cookies, you have done a good thing.
There is also another Christmas dinner. It's the potluck Christmas dinner at the VFW Post 2600, located in San Andreas. If you're interested in that, you can also give them a call at 209-754-3916 by 5 p.m. On Thursday, but I do believe if you call on Friday the 23rd, you might be able to squeeze in. So just giving them a call at 209-754-3916 if you're interested in that dinner.
And then over in Sonora on Sunday, December 25th, there is a Sonora Community Christmas Dinner at the Sonora Opera Hall. That is from 3 until 5 o'clock. And it is actually put on, I think, by the Sonora Fire Department is providing children's Christmas toys for children who go. So it's another community meal where you can just go enjoy a meal with the community. And there's just, like I said with the Murphy's one, there's a lot of people who just want to get out and have a community dinner.
Exactly.
And so that is at the Sonora Opera Hall. And if you want to find out more information, you can actually call or text 209-768-9775.
Awesome. And if you're booked up for Christmas, but you have Christmas Eve available, there is a Christmas Eve dinner. And this is at the Tuolumne County Free Communities Christmas Eve dinner. And it is taking place at the Sierra Building at the Mother Lode Fairgrounds from noon to 6 p.m. And it has turkey dinner with all the fixings. They have holiday music. Santa will be there. And so if you're interested, you can give them a call at 209-586-4802. They're also looking for volunteers. So if you do want to volunteer your time, give them a call also.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's also, if you want to just go out and do something fun, the Columbia Ice Skating Park is open. And that is at Columbia on, it says Yankee Hill Road, but it's basically Columbia. So that will actually be open, I believe, until January 30th. So that's all the way through until New Year's. And it's just a fun winter thing to do.
It is a fun winter thing. But one of the things is you do have to pre-order your tickets before you show up.
Okay.
Because they have time slots for everybody to go into. So just go to visit Tuolumne.com and click on the Columbia Ice Skating Park, and then it'll give you the information on how to order your tickets online.
And then they are still having Winter Wonderland at Coffle Park in downtown Sonora. So that's always just fun, even if Mr. and Mrs. Claus are not in. for you to just go by and see their house and go into downtown Sonora. And as we've said before, our little towns are like holiday wonderlands.
They really are. It's really magical, especially when the sun goes down and everything lights up.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I did want to point out too, Access Tuolumne, our friends across the river, they have a program on their website where I believe it's Ryan interviews Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So that's very cool. So go on over there if you get a chance online, accesstuolumne.org, I believe it is, and you can check out that program. It's really cool.
Perfect. And then if you are looking to see Mr. and Mrs. Claus, they are going to be at the Miwok Sugar Pine Santa Parade.
Oh, cool.
And this is going to be this weekend, Friday, December 23rd, and it starts at 5 p.m. And it will be Santa and his sleigh will be escorted through the residential streets of Miwok and Sugar Pine, and they will be escorted by the Miwok Sugar Pine Field Department.
Oh, cool.
And so, so that should be excited if you want to go see Santa himself.
Yeah, that is very cool. So I think, actually, I am not seeing anything else for actually Christmas Day. Do you have anything?
I think I just have, if talking about lights, the Christmas lights, Sutter Creek Holiday Lights Tour is still happening, so you just drive around, but you really can just drive around to any of our towns.
Yes, absolutely.
And look at all the beautiful lights. And then they still have the Amador Famous Christmas Village is still up and showing at the Ledger Dispatch, so if you do want to go over and look at the miniature village that they have set up, it's amazing.
Is it?
It's really cool.
I haven't seen it this year, so.
And then the other thing we do have is on Thursdays, because it is a rough time of year if you have lost anyone. On Thursdays, they do have grief support groups in Amador and in Calaveras. So if you are interested in that, just give the hospice of Amador and Calaveras a phone call.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
If you want more information, give them a call at 209-223-5500. And I do know that's a huge support in these times, because it can be a little bit overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming, and it doesn't matter how long ago you lost someone, whether it's just recent or even 10, 15 years ago. The holidays can be very rough emotionally for people when they've lost someone. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need that kind of support. Also on December 26th at 9:30 at Grace Hills Covenant Church in Angels Camp, they are starting a veteran outreach ministry to serve veterans in our community. And this is a free event for veterans to come and have morning coffee, snacks, and fellowship. And it just gives a place for local veterans to come and meet with each other and just have coffee in the morning and enjoy each other. So, and support each other, I should say, more than enjoy each other, but support one another, because veterans have done so much for our community and our country, and they only really are sometimes able to communicate with one another about their experiences.
Which makes sense, because who knows better than one that's experienced it themselves.
Absolutely. So that's at Grace Covenant Church, and I'm trying to figure out if there is a phone number, but there is not a phone number. So, but if you call Grace Covenant Church in Angels Camp, you can find out more information about that.
Yep. And then now I'm jumping to New Year's Eve. You guys, that is crazy to me that we are in 2023. Like, it's mind-blowing that we have gotten to this point. So, of course, we got some New Year's Eve, like I'm going back to Christmas, but New Year's Eve events happening. So we have the first one. This is I think it's at camps. This is at the Greenhorn Creek Resort, and this is going to be Ring in the New Year. And so they have early seating at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on January 31st.
Okay.
Oh, that's rough to say.
Wow.
So those prices are $85. Late seating starts at 8 p.m. and that's $105. And they have a slew of yummy dishes. They have like a rack of lamb. They have crab crusted salmon and a whole bunch of other yummy things for this. And if you want to give them a call, you can make reservations at 209-729 8181.
Wow.
So again, this is at camp, so New Year's Eve at camps.
Wow, okay. So there are a couple others. I was looking actually in Sonora. They actually have a really cool thing. I think it's starting on December 24th, which is an animated Christmas light show from
fantastic.
6 to 9. This is actually hosted by the Athletic Scholarship Foundation of Tuolumne County. This is the 4th year they've done it.
Wow.
And it's located at 21768 Joyce Street, just off of Phoenix Lake Road out there. So the show runs from early December to New Year's Eve from 6 to 9. You should bring a flashlight because it's dark. The road is dark. But it said it features more than 10,000 Christmas lights,
Wow.
all choreographed to 15 songs.
That's amazing.
Which is amazing. So you can do that like Christmas Eve, Christmas night if you
Yep.
want to, all the way through to New Year's.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so that is an amazing thing for the community. And actually, it sounds like a lot of fun because sometimes there's nothing more fun than walking in the dark to watch Christmas lights.
There really
in the
isn't.
winter. It is the weirdest thing, but that's the truth.
It's so weird. But yeah, again, with all these events, bundle warm.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Then there's also Celebrate 2023 at the Sequoia Woods Country Club, and this will take place on Saturday, December 31st. And it is the place to be this New Year's Eve.
Yes,
So
yeah.
they have dinner, which will be served in the main dining room from 5 to 9 p.m. And they have the chef special in addition to their regular menu. They have live music by the Fabulous Off Brothers from 9 p.m. to 12:30 a.m.
Wow.
And you can call 209-795-1000 extension 1 to make reservations if you're interested in that.
And also on December 31st, a very special New Year's Eve performance will be at the Fourth Wall Entertainment in San Andreas. Now, we've talked about them a lot this year because they do an absolutely fabulous job. They're a wonderful theater, and they were actually voted the best of Calaveras in 2020. And this is called A Dinner for One.
Nice.
And it starts at 7 o'clock. It's a dinner show, live music, featuring Beard, Stashay, and the Lady T. And it just looks like a really fun time. It's $50 per person, $100 for a couple, and you can go to Eventbrite or call them at, and I'm not seeing a number. Yes, there we are, 209-754-5555 to find out more.
Woohoo! And then over in Copper Valley, there is the New Year's Eve dinner and party at the golf club at Copper Valley. And this is on December 31st. And it starts at 6 p.m. is the first dinner seating, diners only, and that's $75. And then at 8 p.m. is the second seating and party, which is $95.
Wow.
So the tickets include champagne, party favors, plated dinner, live music with the Rod Harris Band, dancing, and more. So if you are interested in that, you can give them a call at 209-783-9518.
Wow. And I am looking back to the events calendar.
I just clicked off of it.
Yeah,
I'm like, what have I lost my spot?
I'm like, oh no. Yeah, so as you can tell, the bells have gotten to our head.
We are ready for the new year, apparently.
We are ready for the new year. So there is actually, just rolling it back to the 29th, actually, at the Sonora Main Library, there's a story time and crafts.
Oh, fun.
And that will start at noon, I believe it is. Let me just scroll over there. Yes, noon, and that is at the main library, and it basically, you can go on out there and it's story time and crafts for kids.
Fantastic.
So if you want something a little different to do, or the kids are off school, just head on out to the libraries. And I'm sure that Calaveras and Amador libraries have similar programs. In fact, I think I remember seeing, but I don't find them right now.
And then over at the Mystic Saloon in Murphy's, they are having a New Year's Eve event, and it is the New Year's Eve, the Ultrasonics. are going to be playing, and they also have Masters of Reality also playing. So this will be, I'm trying to find a time.
9 p.m.
Is it 9 p.m.? Perfect. So 9 p.m. on December 31st, they will be doing this, and there is no cover, and they have party favors, dance specials, and delicious food.
Yes, and I believe local DJ Rick Lyons will actually be DJing that night there, so that'll be really cool. Most of you know him from being around for quite a few years. And then actually rolling back to the 23rd, because we kind of missed this one, there is actually another Santa's Village, and this one will be at the Murphy School of Music, the 5th annual Santa's Village from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there and provide entertainment, and there'll be students and teachers playing their musical instruments, playing some music, games, ornament making, baked goods, and then also a fire pit for roasting marshmallows and Christmas caroling. So go on out there to the Murphy School of Music, which is a nonprofit actually. So they do a great job with educating kids, because there's not a lot up here as far as music lessons. They do a wonderful job for that.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And then over at Dorrington, off of Highway 4 at the Lube Room Saloon, they are presenting the Speak Easy New Year's Eve party. And this is Saturday, December 31st, and it starts at 9:30 p.m. and it goes all the way until 1:30 a.m. And it's featuring the Star Dogs. And if you want to, you can RSVP to Lori at theluberoom.com to get your secret passcode to enter.
Oh, cool.
And it says prohibition ends here. No snitches allowed.
Oh.
So be quiet.
So back to the speakeasy days for sure. For sure. Yeah, that was an interesting era.
Oh, seriously.
Boy, you had to have the phone call, the passcode.
Oh, everything.
Everything. Absolutely everything. And then over in Tuolumne County, actually on Sunday, January 1st, which I can't believe, January 1st.
It's so weird to say, right?
Yes, yeah. They are actually having a Pinecrest Lake polar bear jump.
No, thank you.
No.
I will
that's like
watch.
Pure snow melt.
But that
right
is
there.
a little bit too chilly for me, but that's
a little too cold. So that will be from 2 to 3 in the afternoon. And you just go and jump in and see if you survive.
There you go.
And it's to celebrate the new year. And if you want to register, just contact Brian at pinecrestpolarbear@gmail.com.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then going away from the holidays, every first Wednesday is the tie-dye class. And this is a make your own project for to take home. And so this is all ages are included, and this is from 6 to 7 p.m. It's $25 a ticket, and it includes a shirt. And this will be happening on January 4th. And it's called Shaving Cream is the way that they're doing this one.
Oh, interesting.
And this is all the way over at the game room in East Sonora. So if you are interested in going to that, you can give them a call at 209-984-6077.
Okay. And I think there is one more. See, we're starting to get into Saturday, January 7th. So
Yeah,
like we said at the beginning, there's a lot to do, but not a huge amount to do at the same time.
Yep. Seems like we get through the 2 major holidays, and then everything kind of like
And everything
quiets
sort
out
of
during the
quiets
week.
down for a little bit. Exactly. But I did want to mention, we have a lot of great wineries that you can visit. They're all open during the holiday period, and you can go for wine tasting and that type of thing. But we also have really great cider places.
Oh, it's amazing.
Indigene, they have an old growth apple farm that they make their cider from. But in Calaveras County, we have a relatively new cider works, and they're called Posterity Cider Works, and they are actually in McCullamy Hill, and you can go in and do cider tastings there. So I would highly recommend, if you just want something a little different to do. McCullamy Hill is always a cute little town to just kind of walk around, go to the Hotel Leger, check out Petroglyph Gallery, but also check out Posterity Cider Works just to go and enjoy it.
Perfect. And then the other great thing that we have in our community, if you're looking just to find community, is the senior centers.
Yes.
Amador, Calaveras,
absolutely.
Tuolumne, all of their senior centers are amazing. So if you are looking to kind of get out there, because usually they have fitness classes,
Yeah,
they
they
have
do.
meals, they have game nights, they have movie nights, they have a lot going on. So if you're just looking
Bingo.
to, yeah, they have
Yes.
it all. So if you are looking to kind of find a community to go into and you are in your golden years, I would check out your senior center.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And actually, that's kind of, that's all I have.
That's
Do you
all I have.
Anything else?
That's all I got right now. And then also, if you are still looking for a fur baby, they have kittens, they have
do.
puppies, they got
Kittens,
senior
puppies,
dogs, they got
so
senior
cute.
cats, and then they got everything else in between.
Yes.
Goats and chickens and
Goats
all
and
that.
chickens and all that. Make
So-
sure you go to, Calaveras County Animal Services, the Humane Society, and then there's the
Amador.
Amador Animal Services in Tuolumne as well.
Yeah.
And then there's also the Feral Cat Society.
Yeah.
So if you want a barn cat,
Which are amazing.
Which are amazing. They
Such a nice way to
Yeah,
rid
keep-
yourself
yeah,
of rodents
little
without
pests.
going a
Yeah.
little bit chemical.
Crazy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there's always little fur babies. And if you're anything like my dad was, I've always been like a cat person. So I brought home a cat and he said, cat can't come in the house, right? Yeah.
I know where this is
that
going.
didn't work. That didn't last very long. But what was funny is that within a year, I caught him outside petting the cat, hugging the cat, loving the cat.
Yep.
So even if you're not a cat person, you may want to get a little kitten.
Yeah.
And they're going to change your heart.
They really will. And my dad was the same way. Like, you'd be like, no more pets. And then something else would come home, and there they are.
There they are.
Covering them up.
Exactly. Their favorite person.
Yeah, so you never
absolutely.
know. And they add a whole different cheer to your family.
They do.
really do. But
They
again,
do.
it is a commitment.
Absolutely.
And it is something
Absolutely.
you have to think about long and hard and make sure you want it. Because if you do get them as a kitten, it's an 8 to 12 year commitment
At the very
with a puppy
least,
or
yeah.
a kitten. And then if you're not ready for that type of commitment and you
Yeah.
want something a little bit more mellow, they do have senior dogs that are, they need a home.
Yeah, they
need a
do.
home.
They do. So just remember that they're out there too, and you can make them part of your family. So anyway, so we'll see you in a couple weeks.
In 2023.
2023. Get your salt out for
Yeah.
December 31st because we're going in slow and we're protecting 2023
Exactly.
this year. So you guys have a really good holiday season, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye-bye.